Welcome, everybody, to the Dreamers Podcast. I'm your host, Joe Pardo. This is my co-host, Ava Grace, and she seems quite happy this morning, I gotta say, after having her nap and her and her walk that we went on. Today's topic, I want to talk about a time that I got told to my eyes, eyeballs to eyeballs, to quit what I was going or about to do when faced with starting the Dreamers podcast and getting started. It's something that it has weight on my mind, but obviously I'm sitting here holding my lovely daughter, Ava Grace, and I wouldn't be able to do that if I just gave up and quit like someone told me to do right to my face. It really weighed on my mind for quite a while there when it happened. It happened like right after I was just getting started, so like a little over 2 years ago. And it was like, it was kind of, it took me back a little bit because I'm like, hey, I know what I'm doing. I have this all this experience in business, and I understand where I'm coming from as far as like what I'm leaving and what I'm giving up, because I gave it 3 years of thinking before I decided to give all that life up to do my own thing, and here I am 2.5 years later doing it. So when you got to remember, sometimes people really love you, and they want the best for you, and they think they know what the best is for you, even though they don't really know the situation or what they're talking about, because maybe they don't even have an experience that gets them there, or maybe they're just jealous because they gave up on their own dreams, and they're just quitters, or in some cases haters, but in a lot of cases it's because people they want to show their love and compassion for you, and they don't want to see you struggle or whatever it is. But you know what, it's tough to hear it, and I didn't want to hear it. It was not obviously I didn't want to hear it because I'm here today to talk. I survived all of that, so that's why, one of the reasons why I go really hard at the idea that I want you to take that step back and realize what it is that you want to do with your life, and do the research before you start making all these ideas like, oh, well, this is going to work and that's going to work. Really weigh your strengths of what you're great at, and what you could be better at, or what you could get someone else to help you do on that journey, and then go for it. Continue to do the research, continue to learn, continue to not just have the experiences and do it, but to learn from those experiences and get better at the things that you want to do. Like Ava's trying so hard to want to talk to this microphone that she's reaching out for it. But I'm not going to tell her to stop, but I'm going to keep pulling her back a little bit because I got to finish this video. Speaking of video, we're on YouTube right now. So it's superjoepardo.com/tube. Go like and subscribe this video if you're listening on the Dreamers Podcast, or if you're watching on YouTube, go listen to all of the Dreamers Podcast episodes at dreamerspodcast.com, and subscribe on Google Play or on iTunes, where we have tons of people subscribe with tons of downloads coming in every day. It's been awesome. I'm really enjoying all of that. And if you are listening on iTunes, I would love to hear from you. So if you could go and rate and review the show, whether it's through iTunes or on the podcast app, just search for the show, Dreamers Podcast, and then leave a review there. It really helps me out, and I really want to hear from everybody. So and I'd love to start reading some of those reviews here on this Friday edition of the Dreamers Podcast. I also would love to start doing more episodes like this, whether they're just short or not. So if you're enjoying that, please feel free to reach out. Joe at superjoepardo.com, or at superjoepardo.com on Instagram or Twitter, or even Facebook at facebook.com/superjoepardo. Reach out and let me know if you're enjoying these short bite-sized episodes, because I would really like to start doing a lot more of these. I have tons of topics to go over, and just to reiterate, when someone tells you to quit, they're probably doing it from their heart, but the thing is if you know and you spend that time to really dig deep inside yourself and look at what you're good at and figure out what it is that you love and the passion that you have, and you're willing to do the Google search, you're willing to buy the books that you need to study to learn more, and you're willing to put the hours in to learn. Are you willing to learn, Ava? It looks like you're ready to learn. It looks like you're ready to learn, little girlie. Yes, it looks like she's ready to learn. You should be ready to learn. Go out and do that Google search to figure out what it is exactly that makes you want to get up in the morning and do more of it. And I'll catch you all next week on the Friday episode. Of course, I'll have a great interview this upcoming week. I'm not sure, not sure who it's going to be actually. Let me just click, because it's this is how we do now. It's probably going to be Stephen Warley, who he was on the show a long time ago. You should go check out his episode. I don't recall the episode number that he was on, but we talked a lot about life hacking and stuff like that. So yeah, give that a listen. Look forward to seeing everybody next week. Have a great weekend. Right, Ava? Hey, you. Have a great weekend, Ava.